Hi, welcome to 150 hours of chess. Today is day 38. Um, Yesterday I actually watched like half an hour videos of Amin play Linda system and explaining it. I saw something interesting. Um, Normally with flip the board, sorry, with white's position. After the bishop out, depends on what my opponent do. If my opponent play black version of the London system, instead of push the pawn here, he suggests directly push this pawn to challenge it. And if they take the pawn here, get the knight out, and then push the pawn here, that's what he suggests, rather than the normal main line linear system. So I find that's interesting. And there is another thing that he mentioned. I don't quite exactly remember, but I think it might be so. My opponent might do this move to um, take the knight, to take the bishop, but like I should be around here. Let me actually play it. So after this move, I get bishop out, they get knight out, I push the pawn, they get there. Um, I think he suggested not doing anything. Maybe I remember it wrong, but I think he suggests not doing anything. And if they use the knight to take it with the pawn. And I don't actually quite understand, but yeah, I mean that's some takeaway from that. I guess I will figure out after I play two games if that happens. So yeah, I find that interesting. I still haven't managed to watch the I think it's called Hikaru Linear System explanation. But I might do sometime either today or tomorrow. Um, so yeah, that's what's happened after the streaming yesterday, and today will be the same. Yeah, still puzzle, still in the system, and we'll see where I get to. Okay. Black move queen. I don't exactly understand why they do that. If attack my bishop here, then my bishop is protected by my queen. So that means nothing. If they come here to check my king, nothing else is control that space. So they would have to bring bishop back to do that. And I still haven't seen much point about it. They have a light square bishop undeveloped, and that's their situation. I have a queen here control this space. I have a rook here. After they move that position, maybe I can get my rook to the last file and then take the bishop here. That would be checkmate if I can manage to do that. Is there anything else I can do? Is there any immediate threat with that move? I don't see many things. Okay, that is not what they think. Why? Why? Are they thinking about this move? The queen there would directly check the king. And then, I mean, queen can come to save, or king can move either way. And check them with my queen. Where I can see to check? Here, 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 here. I guess I can go there, can I? Because pawn move this way, bishop supporting it, but bishop is hanging here. And then with that move, king would have to move. And I guess bishop can come in after that. Okay. Hey, how are you? How did I not see it at the first sight? I just mentioned that last night I were watching like a half an hour ish of the video of a man how to pronounce his name playing London System, and I find some moves quite interesting that they would use pawn here to directly challenge this pawn if they playing this move. So that's a different variation than I thought. King move. Knight here, queen here aligned. They might aim for a mate in one that I can see. Bishop here doing nothing, undeveloped. Knight here, well, control the center, but also doesn't do much. Queen here could be useful. Bishop here control this diagonal. And a rock here. What can I do? Do I want to stop them? Well, I guess that could be a move. Then king would have to move. Here will be controlled by the queen. Here will be controlled by the bishop. No, actually, that would be checkmate. Knight move. Knight is aiming for something that I can't exactly see. Because rook is controlled all this position. Queen is control this position. So even though they're thinking about knight go there, check the king, my queen could directly take it. So nothing to be worried. And that doesn't seems like a safe move as well, because if the queen take here, then their queen can take my queen back. So that would be queen trade for a knight, which just not worth it. But yeah, I can't understand what they're up to. Queen and bishop control the east diagonal. Knight controls center and is protected. Rock here undeveloped. Knight here control these. I can see I have a queen and rock lining up for on this open file and a rock here. If I can get my queen to here, that would be a check to the king. King would have to move. And then what? I mean, I can't take here. King can take. I don't want to drop to the last. Oh yeah, I can drop to the last rank. Queen take, rock take, and then that would be checkmate. Endgame. They push the pawn here. That's two passed pawn from them. Rock protecting the last, the one before. My rock is controlling here. I have a passed pawn there. I am 2 steps away. And king can't go to protected because rock is controlling here. I can push. Do you think they will drop to the last rank to attack it? Maybe. Yeah, I feel like that's the most sensible move. Well, in that case, maybe I should drop my rock to the last rank. And then they could either move the king or drop it as well. But no matter what they do, if they drop the rock, I can take it. And then king have to move, or like more likely to move to here. If they directly move the king, I'll just push it here. And if they drop it back, I can just take back. They took my pawn, attacking my knight or pawn. Bishop controlling here. Another bishop controlling this pawn. Currently, queen is not exactly active. So as the knight, it's just supporting knight and bishop. 2 rock here and developed. I have 2 knight here. Bishop that is currently block. And a bishop on this diagonal. And also queen undeveloped, rook undeveloped. They did this move. If I take, they take, that would be equal trade. Bishop take, queen likely to develop after that move, attacking here. Hard to say that's actually good move. What exactly are they up to? Are they aiming for knight there and then queen here? But after knight there, I can directly take it with a pawn. Yes, they can take it with the bishop. But also, I can take their bishop. Oh, no, I can't, because the knight. Knight there, take. But still, that doesn't do much thing. Because that is not a immediately check. Is there anything I can do to check their king? It doesn't seem like I can magically get something there. Is there something else that I can win their piece? Is any of their piece hanging? I mean, the queen is hanging. But it doesn't seem like I can immediately punish it. Yeah. It is. I mean, their rock are hanging separately. Also taking them would, if I can take them with queen, that could probably come with check. But that doesn't seem like workable at the moment. How do you manage to find it? Like, what is your progress of think? Wait, pawn push fork? Is that what's on your mind? What does maybe mean? I mean, if I do that, they take my knight. Come with a check. I have to take it back with bishop for knight. This would be dumb, so not that option. And then they might have enough time to move the bishop that I can't do anything. Oh, actually, knight take knight. After their knight take back, pawn push, supported by the bishop, and that would be a fork. But it still come with knight can jump there, come with a check, bishop take, the bishop escape. What do I win during this progress? Okay, until now, that's an equal trade. Pawn push. They take. Okay, to this point, I'm winning a piece. But why do they do that? Why don't they do this? Well, I guess I'm also winning a piece in that case. Fair, that's fair. This is this is complex. What did pawn take? What did queen take? They took my pawn. That would be checkmate. How to stop it? They have a knight here, control the space. So even though I push this pawn, that doesn't get me skip square. Push this pawn doesn't get me skip square. If I move the bishop, that could give me a skip square. They also have a knight here, blocking this move to checkmate them. Knight is supported by a pawn. Bishop that's currently slightly blocked. Rook here, not very developed, not very active. Bishop controlling this diagonal. I have a knight here. That would be a check, but they could directly take. I guess I can take it with a pawn. I mean, surely they wouldn't move the knight to take. And in that case, knight here, check. They take equal. I use pawn to take, that's equal. And then if the knight don't take, that's equal. But if the knight take, that's mate in one. So how can I poke the knight? Plus also, if I can't check, that would be knight there, check. They react to it, take. And then if I do this, that would be queen there, checkmate. Anyway, I have a knight here. Not exactly active. Bishop here controlling these diagonals. Knight here. Let's go bishop here. Controlling these diagonals. Rook here. Control this open file. Yeah, to get away with it, I feel like really just move this bishop to there. And then queen drop, I move, so they wouldn't do that. They might need to think about something else. Maybe queen would come back and attack that square. And I might have time to do something else. I can see another thing, which is push this pawn and then have the bishop there, could attack the knight. And then with that, I might could But also, they could get their bishop involved. I think the more I think, the more the more complex it become. Really, maybe I should just move the bishop. What can I do? What can I do? Obviously, this is a winning move. But they also have a winning move. I need to get myself not checkmated by this move. And trying to checkmate them with this move. Yes, please. I'll appreciate a hint. Okay, mate in 4. One. That's done. Really, this is one move away from checkmate. Surely I have to do something about it. But how can I control that space? Why it is not leaving myself escape square this time? Well, bishop to here, they could just take. Like, I can move my knight there. Well, can't see anything attacking, controlling that space. Check the king. King have to move. And then what? This move would be dumb, because that queen would have to move anyway. Can I check the king? If the king moves this way, can I check the king again? And how? I might could use this to, if the king go to that position, but they can directly check, come with rook on an open file. Still haven't resolved this issue. And if they move to h1, well, I guess I can take it here to check, but same, pawn could take rook on open file now. Let's say if we do that, I don't have other moves. There will still be a pawn here. And the knight will still be protected. That's true unless you can check yourself. Yeah, that's, I guess that's saying to the escape square. The best defense is attack, as they say. Okay, let's say that move. And then king move. Let's just assume king move there. Knight move. Pawn take. Bishop take. Queen here, checkmate. Ah, this. Okay. Wait. Sacrifice my queen, take the knight. Pawn take. No. Sacrifice my queen to take the knight. Ah! Knight move. King move. Sacrifice my queen, take the knight. Check the king. Pawn take. Use my rook to take. That would be checkmate. How could anyone come up with this? Is that still not done? No. Okay. Well, this is protected. This line is sort of sealed. Neither would attack the king. King would have to drop. Well, I guess introduce something else to check the king. It's very impressive that you see how to resolve it. This is... I mean, even though I staring at it, I still couldn't spot. I can't even think if I came across this in the game, that how can I manage? Okay, what can I do next? I mean, here is controlled. Here is controlled. How to attack the king? Include the bishop into the game. But I will lost it to the knight. Wait. I think rook go there, because this diagonal is controlled by the bishop. Yeah, I made it. This is so crazy, though. It's so crazy. Yep, I agree with that. Who would naturally think to sacrifice the queen at that move? Especially, like, for me, sacrifice my queen to immediately win. Like, if I can see mate in 2, I can sacrifice my queen. But mate in 5, What if I spot something? What if I didn't spot something and my opponent came up with a much better move? That I sacrifice my queen for nothing. Okay. I sacrifice my rock. I have a rock control this file, a queen control this file, and these diagonal here. Knight here control the center, not do much thing. Bishop here, I mean, if they push the pawn here, that would attack my knight and also bishop attack my rock. That could be a risk. Rock here, not actually control much thing. Well, my instinct is to move the rock here and maybe get my queen to take here, or like queen to take it here, and then after that move, king move there, queen drop back, give them a check, and then after they move, rock move to h file. And that rock move could also preventing this move. Might could even move my knight to somewhere. Okay, that's not the move. How to check the king? This reposition, though, controlled. I could also go there, but controlled. Could also go there, controlled. I wonder, should I push it? But what if they just push it further? And then my queen just can't go there. I could directly get the rock on this file to attack there. But then I have to use another piece to control that square so that they don't directly take it back. If I do this, they take it with the rock. I can take here. And then there's nothing else I can do. Maybe I can move my knight there to fork their piece. But if they move their rock, that would just be a trade. Is this one also this difficult? Or my brain is stuck somewhere? Say if I go here. Well, if they push it here, I'm happy to immediately drop the knight. I mean, they could also move the rook, attack my queen, but then I can't just go there. And what if rook go there? I take, they take. Yeah, that doesn't help as much. Quiet, deadly move. I can't hear that quiet, deadly move. What could be that deadly move? Can I get hit? The hint said that move the rock. So it's not there. Not there. Where else could it be? But so if I move my rock to here, align like make the queen and the rock align, then they could also move the rock here. And then attack the queen. My queen would have to move. And then they can take the rock there. If rock moved to there, then I guess I can move my queen there, protecting that space. And then after rock move, king would have to move. But then after queen's move, king have escape square there. Rook can't move that way. Rook is pointless move now. Rook move there. This doesn't help with this move though. The move looks like it does nothing, but there is actually no response to it. If it does nothing, why do they move it? I don't understand. Oh. After this move, this rock will protect that. Okay, here they will take. Here doing nothing. Here's the check, but this rook could take. I can take the pawn here. That's a bit meaningless. But I can, after take this here, maybe I can bring the knight into the game. Or can I? Oh yeah, I can include the rock. This rock is pinned to the king, so they can't take it. And because that is protected by my queen, king can't take it. But they can just take my queen. Wait. Queen to here. But why? Why? So what if this happened? Like they use the rock to directly attack my queen, supported by the king. Oh, because it's only supported by the king, so I can do this. Oh my god, how did I not see it? So that would make sense. This move would make sense. Attack the queen and also support the square. And with that move, I can just do this. That's why they include the rock. What if they oh, they would have to resolve it here. They can't do this. So if I played rook g3, rook g3, like the initial move, I stop the threat, but at the same time, I'm actually threatening mate, and I realize there was no response to it after more calculation. Exactly. Like, how are they meant to come up with this if there is no immediate position improving or threatening or like winning pieces or checkmate? Like, why do I want to do that? Okay, I think that's enough time for puzzle. And I'm going to play some game. Take a while to find a match for me. Okay. This move block the bishop, but unleash the queen. I'll still do my common move. Okay, knight out. Don't have to worry about this move, seeing that this is blocked. I did heard that knight here could be quite powerful if I can manage. So yeah, I'll bring my knight to there, especially that this pawn is blocked here. After that, it will be bishop to d3. That's a knight square for the bishop to go. And then pawn push, knight out, castling at some point, and h-file pawn push, leave escape square. They are controlling this diagonal. So once I see knight move, I'll push this pawn up, control that square as well. It's probably the first time that my opponent takes longer than me. Okay, interesting. Interesting knight move. I think they might carry the same idea of knight in that position is good. With where knight could go here, happy to take it with a pawn. Here, um, happy to take it with a king, because two pieces are fork. Queen controlling here and also knight controlling there, so that should be fine. So maybe instead of that, I'll get my light square bishop here, attacking it first. And then see what they do. If they take, I might take back. If they don't, I'll castle this way, so I have rock controlling that space. And then we're talking about pawn push. and knight out. Just realize, if I use the knight to take it this way, I might came across as pawn take it back and fork my piece. So I just have to be aware of that. Okay, get the knight out. So I have to be aware of this move. Pawn push will be my next move. And if they don't do any immediate threat, our castle, they came to attack. I remember with what I came across as black, that I play white and they play London system. That, well, no, actually, from the video that I watched last night, a man actually recommend let them take and then use the pawn to take, rather than take them and then let them use the black pawn take, because that is more powerful for black. So I'll leave it like this and then castle. If they take me, I'll take it with the pawn. And then I will have to be aware that this pawn will be hanging. And also, if I move my knight, then this pawn will be hanging. So probably do that if they do take me. If they don't, I wonder, should I just get my knight to that position? They have 2 control, I have 2 protect. And also, if I do this, let them detour here, I can take the knight there. Okay, after calculation, they decided to take. And I have to be aware this pawn is hanging now. Yeah, so a thought, pawn push. If they take, I take here. If they don't take, If they don't take, what am I gonna do? I wonder, should I take them back? Well, if I take them back, in pawn take feels natural. Or if they use queen to take, knight would have support. And then like I have pawn singulated and breaking, and I guess it's not ideal. But after this move, if I push it, then it doesn't do much thing. Yes, I mean, it would block the dark square, but the dark square bishop is really gone. So like, that doesn't do anything for them. Yeah, actually, I will keep it like this for now. Part of me is wondering, should I do this move? Okay, they move the knight back. I wonder, what is that move? If they aiming for this move, I mean, that would unleash their bishop and allowing this move. However, I can take it here, attack that, and then they could use that opportunity to go there. So yes, I will push this pawn out first, controlling that square, preventing for after pawn push that knight go there. And if they do aim to push this pawn, I'll just take it. Come with attack to the knight. Yeah, after they move the knight away, I can also bring my knight into the game. My opponent take a long time thinking. Maybe I'll be back, try to play, pardon me, try to play, what is it called? 10 minutes rapid. Now, seeing that I think I'm slightly faster. Okay, they bring the queen out, controlling here. This pawn is hanging. I guess I can bring the queen out, protecting that square. And then bring my knight out. Rook on the open file, attack the king. After knight out, maybe knight could go there, attack the queen, or go for the square, fork my opponent, and win the rook. Queen don't have much place to go, doesn't she? Like, here's controlled by my pawn, pawn controlled, pawn controlled. Here are all blocked. It could probably only go back. or back that way. Now I can see why like after the bishop trade that pawn take would be nice, because it's not that easy for queen to come in this way now. Like usually queen could have this. No, does it? If the pawn is here, they can't go there. No, the queen usually don't have much space to go. But I mean, if knight is not there, at least queen could go that way. Being into the game. My opponent gonna run out of time. It would be so crazy if I'm winning on time, seeing that I'm the one always take a long time. Maybe I can try to search. Oh, okay. Knight come back here. Why? Ah, queen. I see. Um, I mean, here is protected, here is protected, here is protected. Maybe queen could. Well, there is a few places queen could go. Queen could go here. That would be a bit blocked, because that way is blocked. Both this way are kind of blocked. Also my queen is protecting that. I have to be aware. But if I go there, maybe I can lining up the rock. No, the bishop. But I guess my queen could also race back. So it's just like, should my queen go there or should my queen go back? What do I like better? I don't actually want to not move towards connecting my rock. So I guess I'll move my queen here. Yeah, it's probably worth talking about where my queen should go. Here. Now bring my knight out. Could be taken by the knight there. They push the pawn. What exactly are they up to? Are they up to supporting the knight? Are they up to this move? But surely when they move it to here, I will directly take it. If the knight take it, I'll use the knight to take. So it doesn't matter. Knight here, if they take, I have open file. If they don't take, I can go there. So either is fine for me. Well, I guess now I can't easily push the pawn here. Their bishop is quite blocked here as well. King, it's sort of in the open place. I still have the light square bishop, luckily. Could do that. But they can also easily block. And then my light square bishop will be not that useful. Okay. Well, they did put it here. I feel like why not? Yes, I might came across this. If I do, what am I gonna do? Maybe I'll just drop back. And then if they take it here, I'm happy to take it with the knight. That's also blocking the queen now. If they include the bishop, I'll push this pawn up to support. I've got suggestion earlier for the ELO matching that I should expand my rating range limitation so that I can get a match faster. It said use the setting. Okay, they did do that. So bring another piece to support. Setting. All setting. Play. Rating range. What? Okay, what did I do? Okay, more pawn push. Honestly, like if they take here, it doesn't matter. They would just stay there forever. And if they do take that, their knight is also pinned to the king now. And so I can just do this and ignore their pawn push. And now, yes, the queen is more expanded. The queen have somewhere to go. But I don't immediately see any scary move, do I? I mean, queen could come here and then just like adding more pressure there. But it's also fine in my opinion. So yeah, I'll do this. Attack the queen. And come back, figure out how can I change my setting. Castling normal live. Enable pre-move, low time warning, confirm move, allow multiple game at once. Okay, queen drop. I guess protecting here. I mean, in that case, I can take it here, come with another attack to the queen, and then knight take, I can take back. This knight is protected by the bishop, so queen can't take, so that's fine. And that would be a equal trade plus by winning a pawn. On top of that, if they decided to take me here because I have less protector, I guess I'm happy to take it with a pawn. And they take it with the rook. I'm still up one piece. So that's fine in my opinion. Knight there would be nice. So that would be this move. Fork this piece. Okay, how to get my knight to there? I mean, first move, and then second move, third move, fourth move, fifth move to get to there. So yeah, I'll come back here. Okay, now this pawn is hanging. Should probably take that. They might push, attack my bishop. I'm happy to take the knight. Let them take my knight. And I'll come in to take. They include the queen. So if I take, they take. I can't take with the queen. Well, I guess now I can't doing the fork here as well. So I guess what am I gonna do? I can push the pawn here so that they can't push it here. Only way is to maybe push it this way. Or they take, I take. That's fine. Or they take, I take here. Yeah, there's no other piece other than the queen protecting it. I'm attacking the queen. After queen move, queen could take this pawn here and then take the rook there. If they can manage with time. Okay, they decided to move the rook. What a game! It is said I can't find it here. Why I couldn't find it? What is it called? Rating range. Rating range. Yeah, it doesn't say much thing about the match. Okay. Well, guess I'll just keep it like this. Could it be here? Custom challenge? Like I add it here? Something like this. I'll try to go back with smaller ones, like, I wonder should I do 10 minutes with 10 plus 5? Maybe just 10 minutes. And then rating range is this. Yes, let's do it. That's much faster. Surely it's this move, right? Ah, yes, Scandinavian is that move. Depends on what they do. Might transit into French. Might could carry out Scandinavian. Does it confuse my opponent? Okay. That transit into French depends. See what they're gonna do. In that case, I'll take. knight out could also attack here. But if they take here, I'll just push this pawn. So should be fine. Though I guess I could have pushed this pawn up. Interesting move. Okay. I guess now it's hard for me to put my bishop into the center, but I can move it to that diagonal and stopping king from castling. Knight out, because knight out this way is not doable now. So knight out. Yeah, bishop is also a problem now. Oh, okay. That's really interesting, I would say. Why would they do that? Open this diagonal for the king. Anyway, knight move. Maybe I'll move to there. Think that they don't even have a light square bishop. And then I can attack that pawn. And then maybe bring my queen out. Or queen out that way. Give king a check. They block my knight move. Fine. Fine. I don't like my knight can't move. Well, but if I move that way, they could easily push it here. And then it would still be awkward for me. But I can develop my queen in that case. So that's not as bad. Well, I guess I can't do that move. I really don't understand. It's just so crazy. I can do this move. With that move, I can still take, so I should be fine. But what if they develop the bishop here? I guess I can develop the bishop again, and then, well, if they do that, then, well, if they do that, I'm happy to trade. Queen take, queen take. Maybe knight will get out. This pawn will be hanging after this bishop removed. So I can use knight to take there. So after those move, will probably be equal in pieces, but they will be in a worse position. So I am totally fine with that. Poor move, queen take. Ooh, queen directly. Let me do this. Now queen is pinned to the king, and if they take me, that's worse. They can get their knight come out to block. Well, what if they do this? I guess I can use the I can take it there. maybe. Okay, that's the issue. Well, maybe I'll castle first and then put the pawn here. I feel like they will push it up. If they do, I don't have as many places to go. I guess I can completely drop it back and attack there. Maybe they'll push this pawn. And then, yeah. With that move, bishop drop to here, whatever they will do. They could do this. Well, I guess I can't do that. I have two ways. With this take, they could use the pawn to take, or they could use the queen to take, free the bishop. And I mean, that would be sort of equal. Or if my bishop dropped to here, they might push the pawn here. I use my rook bishop to check the king. Not many things they could do. If they take it, I'll take it with my knight and then bring it out. If the king move it, I will have to, if the king move, then it'll be more awkward for me. No, king can't move this way because my light square bishop is controlling here. So king have to move this way, and then I can involve my queen. They could take, not ideal. Yeah, so if they didn't take, they move the king, that would be awkward for me. So maybe I'll actually take it here. So at least for the situation I'm considering here, that will still be relatively equal. And then with this move, I would do the queen trade, seeing that the position is slightly worse. Okay, now rock on the open file. I feel like they might still do this. And if that is the case, here is controlled. So I can't take it. Here is controlled by the rook. I also can't take it. Here is protected. So I guess best thing would be trace my knight back and then back here and that way. Go that way. Rook move. What are they up to? Are they going here so that it's protected? Or are they going other places? I feel like that would make more sense. I'm thinking about going there, taking here, but then I guess if bishop moved to there, protected by the rook, then I can't take it here. I can't take it here. My rook will be useless. So I am thinking about maybe bishop to there, attack the rook, if they do this, I'll let them take me. Probably. Yeah, I feel like knight would be the most useful. Surely that just helped them. Yeah, I'll start to get my knight into the game. I still control the open file. Rook to there. Would pin the light square bishop to the king. Maybe win it. Okay, now they came here. I mean, I could use the light square bishop to control where the king could go. So like they can't come in here to take. And now this is blocked as well. I can even drop my rock down now to skewer their rock. In that way I can't, so I'll wait for next move and see what they can do. Get my knight into the game. I feel like knight would probably go this way. As long as the knight, okay, now I can't skewer it. Knight is protecting here, so I can't do much thing about it. Also their king can't come. So I'll still get my knight included into the game. I think it's also approaching the end game. So getting the king into the center and start to chip away their stuff could be nice. Okay. Fork. King have to move. I mean, knight is protected by the bishop, so I can get king, rock involved protecting there. Knight could go back, but then I can do what? Okay. Knight go there, attack my bishop. I take it, they take, I take, they take. That would be equal. But then this is in attack. If I take here, or knight come back, protect my bishop. That could also work. There. After they take, I can drop. No, I can't drop back. Where exactly can I go? Well, interesting. Well, I can go there because now it's sort of blocked. Oh, my rock! Oh, damn it. Um, I think 10 minutes might still be slightly too less for me. How do you think about the game? Um, actually, I'll be interested to look at the review. Okay. I have a blunder. Not so good. Yeah, I can. This is a weird move that they do. This is also a weird move that I saw they do. Okay. Apparently I shouldn't do that. Why? I was thinking about this move, but then I guess they said I should attack here after they take. I take, and then my queen could come out. Yeah, that move is fine. This is an inaccuracy. They still think I should challenge it there, which sort of makes sense, but sort of not. Because if I push it there, let's say I didn't do that, I push it there, they take. I can't take back because queen could just take. But with that move, I have to move my knight. And that actually benefits my opponent. And let's see, they get the queen involved and start to targeting here. Well, I guess that's pointless. Because I haven't castled yet. Strike at the center with a pawn. They think rather than castling, I should do this. Yes, they can bring the knight out to protect. Is that wild? Queen here, take. It's not hang. I guess take, take, take. Come with a fork. So that is sort of free-ish. I guess king can take it. That's also break the pin. That's just equal trade. I mean, with the pawn take, queen can directly take back. And then what? I can drop with a check. It's inaccuracy. Bring the rook into the game. Now maybe castle. It's not good as well. Bring the rook onto the open file. I mean, definitely push the pawn to attack the bishop here. Not great. But yeah, this move, instead of castling here, I can challenge the center, and then knight is sort of pinned to the queen, and even though they bring another piece, I can take it here. King would have to move, lost the castle, right? Because queen can't take it, because the knight is hanging, because now they only have one protector, and I have two attacker. And yes, that's actually not very obvious to me. This is not a good move. I take, they take. Apparently I shouldn't trade. Why should I go there? Ah, I guess in that way my queen and the bishop is lining up here. That's fair. Yeah, I should have dropped the rock. I did find that in the later move. Like 2 steps later, but I guess here is definitely better. Because even though in that case, rock move, I can still take. And then, like what they say of the king's move, I could come with this move. And this order, it will be much better. They think I should take rather than involve my knight. I was thinking about let them take me and I take back with a rock that I still control the open file. Rather than I take, they take. Oh, I guess I can still involve my rock and then attack there. Fair. Yeah, I involve it in this move. Okay, apparently I shouldn't do that. But they think I should do this, which is weird. Because now I leave my knight. I didn't leave my knight hanging. I was so worried about leave my knight hanging, but now I realize I have a pawn protecting it. And now I can attack the pawn there. They... Why can't they do rock attack? Okay. What actually am I likely to do? I mean, knight there would definitely be nice. I would personally prefer just challenge it. I was thinking about this. Just directly attack the bishop. Oh! Oh, that will leave the bishop hanging here. Okay, fair. Fair. Let's say this. I would take it for sure. They take back. I guess my knight still can't go there to take because they still have one more piece protecting it. Knight there would be nice. Though here is controlled. Okay. Come back here. They do that. I take back. They push the pawn. I take back. They move. Yeah, that's a blunder. I did spot it. Cool. I think around move 13 you had rook b1 on move 13. a3. I had rook b1 like here. I mean, if they take it here, I take the rook. That's completely fine by me. I guess in here I don't have to worry about it, doesn't it? Because that would benefits me. Move 16 actually. Move 16. I have rook b1. Ah, yes, yes. Yeah, we were talking about that, right? Like, do this move first and then do this move, rather than I did this move first and then did this move. So you fear though, I'm not gonna play 10 minutes. I don't think that's enough time for me. I might go back. Wrong button. To play 10 plus 5 probably. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom quickly. Still white. Gonna still play London system. Okay, interesting. That would be bishop move, I reckon. If nothing too interesting, I'll still push. Okay, this move. Be aware of the bishop move. Okay. Interesting. Get the bishop to the center. They got the bishop out. I think that's still fine, at least. Okay, knight out. This move coming could be. So pawn push. Okay, castling. I get my knight out and probably castling as well. Now I have to think. What are they up to? Could they be aiming for this? Queen. I'm happy to take it with a queen, so that's fine. Could this be aiming for here? That they just want to push it there and blocking my bishop. It's also sort of like when they push it to here, I can take it with the pawn. If I do take it, they take it back, queen is opening, and then my bishop is sort of pinned to the queen, and I can't develop my knight there. And I don't know, if I push it up, knight can directly take it for free. Yeah, I don't know. I'll get my knight out first, and then we can decide. Instead of doing that, they attack my knight. Knight is protected. That will be fine. So castling for me. They develop the knight there. What are they up to? Controlling that space. Sort of feel fine, but now I have to think what move to do. I mean, I can push it up to challenge, and then when they take here, I can take back. Or I sort of remember there's another thing they mentioned is like push this pawn. If they take, I can take it with the rook, and that would be an open file for me. I guess that's also something I can do. Maybe this is a bad timing, but I don't know. And if they don't take me, I take, they take. Maybe I'll take. They can bring their queen out or use the bishop to take. They did do that. Now is the question. Should I take here? But, so if I do that, they take back. They take back. And then, or even they take with some bishop. I guess I'll drop my bishop. And if they push it up, that would be even worse, I think. I think this is a place that I need to think about if I do came across this in the future. What can I do? They did take. Oh, I should know that I was hanging it there. And well, maybe I'll move my knight there. I can move my knight there. Yeah, I'll probably move it there. I want to quit the game. This is so annoying. Where my knight could go. I feel like maybe here would be the best. That's controlling basically all the squares knight could go. And then, but if they jump the knight here, they will attack me again. And then what can I do? I might could, yeah, there is not many plays I can do. Well, I'll go here first and see how it goes. Well, at least now knight is trapped. So maybe I can win their knight. I mean, bishop could take, because when they take back, I take their queen, I'll be losing another piece. Knight take, they take back. That doesn't help with the situation. Now they can come to here and check my queen again. I guess my queen could move to there, pin the knight to the queen. And then they can push the pawn here and attack me again. I mean, the bishop is hanging, knight is hanging. Is there anything I can do to take any of those things? I guess I can try to go there, attack the knight. Knight could jump to anywhere. And well, if they come to here, this will pin the knight to the queen, so they can't move the knight. Okay, they involve in the other knight to attack my queen. I wonder. That knight is sort of hanging as well. I wonder if I can drop to there. I mean, yes, they can push it further, but then I can take them. I wonder if they will do this and expose my rock. Serious. How do they come up with these moves? Okay, I take it here. If they take me, I'll take them. So that would be knight trade with a rock. Also, my rock is under attack. So if I take it here, I mean, they could easily take me with the knight or with the bishop. I'm just giving my queen for free. If they take it with the bishop, I can't even win the queen back. If I take it here, they use the knight to take. That's not ideal for me as well. If I take it here, come with the check, they likely to take it, my queen, and I take their queen would be not ideal as well. If I move my queen, they could take my rock, and even though I take it back, that would still be not ideal. Can I attack? I can drop queen back, attack here after I move my knight. How did all of this happen? So frustrating. I'm being smashed. This is so painful. It's just so painful. So painful being smashed like this. I don't want to review it, honestly. Okay, what is their moves playing against me? I don't understand. I might review this game tomorrow, but I feel like I'm gonna call it a day today. And this is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. Oh, so painful. Okay. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for supporting. Hope you have a good evening. Um, and I'm gonna call it a day today. If I take more look of this game later, I could, I'll probably explain it on Thursday. So see you on Thursday.